Okay. So it goes alcohol, wipe, saline, alcohol, antibiotic.
Yep. Alcohol, saline, alcohol, heparin, and then the little green cap goes on last.
Cool.
So this is just kind of a step-by-step of what I'm about to show you how to do.
Okay.
Yep. The saline and the heparin, the syringes themselves are not sterile. The fluid inside is sterile.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes there's a little bubble like right up here.
Mm-hmm.
And what you want to do,
Tap it.
well, so when you take this off, the fluid inside is sterile. Don't sit the white cap down.
Don't set it down. Okay.
If there's fluid up, like a bubble up here at the top, you pull it down. Maybe a little harder because it's cold. And then just push up.
Okay.
And then reconnect.
Okay.
Now, the big thing here, when you get the air out of the bubble, is once you have these separated, this can touch nothing else, this can touch nothing else.
Okay.
Because the saline's sterile, so we want to keep that sterile. So as long as that's all that's happening, you take it off, get the air out, put it back on, that's okay.
Okay.
This one has a bubble, so it'll make more sense to show you. See kind of like right here, the air in there?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'll do, take the white cap off, pull it down a little bit, push up, get the air out,
I see it, yeah.
white cap goes right back on.
Okay.
Now I like to do this with both my salines and my heparin prior to giving the medicine, because then I'm doing it on the front end, as opposed to
Yeah.
having to do it as I go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing, this has that bubble, pull down, push up,
Okay.
recap.
Cool.
Dressing, it's nice and secure. If it starts to like lift up, or like when it comes to, you know, bathing, showering, you don't want this to be saturated. If you notice there's any drainage under here, it's bloody or anything like that, you know, let us know, because we want to take this off under a
Put it
sterile
in.
procedure, clean it up, and put a new dressing on.
Okay.
Now it's hard to see because we have this little disc here that basically helps, like, kind of with disinfecting to help keep it clean.
Okay.
But like, when it comes, like I said, we change this every week. When it comes to a weekly dressing change, if we take that off and the site where it's inserted, it looks swollen, it looks red, there's leaking, she has fevers, that's going to be all infection.
Okay.
And since she's already dealing with sepsis, you know, we want to make sure she's going to get the antibiotics, start healing up. We don't want to start going the other way with potential infections.
Okay.
But then I can get started here on the medication administration. So you can see like this little purple clip right here.
Yes.
Right now it is closed. If you just pull it towards you, now it's open.
Okay.
The big thing is when everything is said and done, everything's finished and administered, you just want to make sure you clamp it, because this is going to help keep the line clear. Because if it gets clogged, it becomes a real pain in the butt, because, you know, if we can't unclog it, then we got to take it out, and it's a whole thing. So, like I said, at the end, clamp it. We'll take off this little blue cap. Now, these actually have alcohol on the tip of them,
Okay.
so when you put them on, the purpose is to disinfect, and you use a new one each time. Even though I just took this off, and the purpose is to disinfect, I'm gonna let it go. It's dirty, so even though these are supposed to help keep it clean, the second you take it off, treat it like it's dirty.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna take an alcohol pad, and for 25 to 30 seconds, friction is your friend, a good hard scrubbing. This might be a little cold. If it's unpleasant, let me know, and I'll slow down and stop, okay? Now here's the big thing. I know I just took the blue cap off and dropped it. I'm not gonna drop it now. Since I just disinfected, if I drop this, it's dirty and I gotta start all over again. So you can either enlist help, have somebody else hold it, have mom hold it, grandmom. But as long as nothing else touches this after cleaning it off, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Now, like I said, I'm used to doing this.
So many times.
Now, when it comes time to connect, you can see kind of like the top piece here, there's a little bit sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna meet resistance, so you're gonna push and twist. And once you twist it on, it's on there.
Ooh.
Unclamp, and then just slowly. In between every flush and every administration,
Like,
you scrub.
scrub.
20.
20 to 25, 30 seconds. Happy Father Day, not Father.
All right. So now we're on the
Say
medication.
happy Mother Day and Father Day, Mommy.
And since we're going to push it over 10 minutes, I just start my timer and then just get comfortable, hang out, and you're literally just going to slow and steady.
For 10 minutes.
So we'll clean,
Yeah.
flush with saline, alcohol. Now we're on the antibiotic portion of this.
Okay.
After 10 minutes, we're going to do alcohol again.
Okay.
Saline to clear the antibiotic from the line,
Okay.
alcohol, the heparin, and there's a little green cap over there, and that's how we're going to end it.
Okay. And then I know that you unsnap it first, a little purple, and then when you are at the whole end of it, is that when you snap it back?
Yep. Once we have this green cap on and everything's in, just close it.
Okay.
Just-
Actually, is it every syringe after she's done close it and then open it again?
You don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the biggest thing, that's how I do it. Some nurses don't do it that way. I always do that way, like in case I get distracted and I step away. I don't like to leave these open because so the PICC line's traveling up towards her
Yeah,
heart,
it could get-
and as blood flow is happening, it can very easily, these can get blood in the line, and then blood that's not flowing clots, and then your line's blocked.
Yeah.
So I always close these off
After
in
every
between me
syringe.
personally. But if you know that you're going to do each one step by step, you can start with opening it, do all of it, put the cap on, and close it. That's okay too.
Okay.
My pleasure. It was nice to meet you.
Just imagine, I in a happy world.
Right?
No, I mean him.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
The big thing is just more so ensuring that the heparin goes in.
Okay.
All right. So now, last thing to go in was the heparin. Close the line.
Okay.
So the last thing is this green cap. The white piece here, this is what has alcohol under it. So when we take this off, don't touch this.
Go straight to the.
Yeah. So it's okay to take this off and let that drop
Yeah.
because we're done with it.
Okay.
So then we're going to take the white piece off the green cap,
See.
and it just goes right over the
Straight
top and twist into place, and that's it.
Okay.